Therefore, sin not to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee today on Tofer's Take. I saw this bell at my local record store, and it's supposed to go in your backpack or briefcase or whatever. And I thought I'd pick it up. And then I got to thinking about a poem from John Donne. It starts off that, says, "No man is an island, complete unto himself." And it ends with the line that, each one of us is a part of humanity, and therefore the death of one affects us all. Therefore ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for you. And I got to thinking about that, and in Galatians we're told to bear one another's burdens and share each one's joys. So we are called, in the Bible, to be a part of a community. If you look, especially through the Old Testament, there's David and Jonathan, there's Elijah and Elisha, there's Ruth and Naomi, there's a whole lot of people who just find this community together and work well together. It is said within the confines of the Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, they have this community. And I think that's a big part of our Christian walk. I think, to quote the band Listener, we need each other a lot more than we don't. So I just wanted to take some time today and ask, how do you get your community? It's got to be something more than just meeting Sundays, at church, in corporate worship. You need something outside of that. Whether it's a small group that meets once a week, whether it's, a Bible study that you can go to and hang, and learn more about the Word. Like I said, whether it's a small group where you just talk and do life together, talk about what's going on and share with one another. Whether it's just your friends you go hang out with, be like, hey, look, this is something that's going on in my life. I think we're called to live with one another in community. If you look back to Genesis, chapter 2, God says, it's not good for man to be alone. And I still think it's not good for man to be alone. We need somebody. We need a friend. We need a companion. We need each other, together. To bounce ideas off one another and, talk and share. Share our joys with and to bear our burdens with. Like I alluded to in Galatians. So where do you find that? I know for a lot of the metalhead in the metal scene, it can be difficult to find within the confines of your normal, typical church. It can be difficult to feel like you truly belong, with a group of people that, may not have the same interest in you, but we do have the same bond in Christ. Each and every one of us was a sinner that was saved, by Christ. We do have that. And then we do have the fact that we're each trying to figure out this thing called life. Whether you're a goth, whether you're a prep, whether you're a family man, whether you're single, we do have that fellow bond in Christ. That, hey, we're all going through this life trying to figure it out. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you guys. It's going to take a different look for different people. What you call community or how you view it. But it's the poem that I quoted from John Donne starts off. No man is an island, complete unto himself. You see, if a piece of Europe gets washed away, then the whole nation suffers. So, do not forsake the gathering of yourselves, together for fellowship. Keep going at it. Keep connecting with people. Keep forming that bond, of fellowship, of community, that each and every one of us so desires and so has a longing for. I think God put it in our hearts, so that we would, hang out. We would get friendships. We would get to know each other and ultimately get to know God through each other, through how we understand fellowship with one another. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great week. Take care, and goodbye, and God bless.